Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Overlord 2. Let's continue. So we made it to an area called Sanctuary, which I guess if I go that way I'll probably end up some kind of crystals. I don't know what these crystals are. Hey, well, we found some crystals. This game has some new currency to it. So we're in the Sanctuary Cave. We're chasing after the good elves.
I have a warm oil bath and a large plate of quail's eyeballs to attend to.
Of course, Boreas. I thought you'd like to meet some of the brave men who secured the magical creatures from the, area. And these are the lucky ones.
What's up with you, Maximus? No, I wanted to call me Miss Trixie-Bill Buttercup Fairy.
Are you serious?
And you could all come and visit me when I move
into my mushroom house.
Apparently
Yes, I see
there.
a species identity crisis. It's a terrible thing. We have no idea what this is, but it was well
Some
guarded.
kind of magic messes
Make
them
sure
up.
it doesn't eat anyone, and then bring it to my town hall.
Foolish fat human, that's a spellstone, sire. It unlocks the magical potential of any who possess it. Better not let it fall into Boreas's pudgy hands.
So right now I think we already have, yeah, we already have lightning as a spell. Species identity crisis. Alright. So I don't know if the spell stone really did that to him, or if that was simply a matter of the magical creatures they caught that did that to him. What was interesting there in that last fight is it felt like apparently everybody's as armored, as weaponed up as much as they can be. But that is a good reason why you want to sweep your characters and not have them not pick things up yourself. Like in that last fight, as soon as I swung my axe and killed one of those guys, all the other guys died. So that implies that there's either very little damage I'm doing, or I did a massive amount of area of effect to damage all of them, or that fight was completely pre-programmed and rigged. Now if I was to use the secondary camera angle here, that's not super helpful. Yeah, I don't know why they thought going up and back was the right move when they really just needed to go back. And it really feels like there should be a way to even zoom in a little bit closer in some rare like fighting situations. Yeah, this is the exact same place.
The sanctuary creature of magic.
No, do not let this barbarian in, Dryad. He is an enemy to all that is
Dryads are
lovely
new.
and adorable, like this poor fellow here.
I guess technically I am a creature of magic.
Worry, Lord. I'm sure you'll find a way to bypass that pesky plant person.
So what happens if we just try to walk? She'll just hit me. I assume we're not here trying to cause a fight. There's flickering lighting textures. The reason that happens is there's actually two textures for a lot of things, when they're lit up and when they are dim. In this instance, on this rock, you can see that they're designed to fade in and fade out and crossfade between the probably
This looks like a
100%
shard
dark.
of Netherworld rock. Perhaps perhaps it will become active once the Netherworld accepts you as its true overlord.
Yeah, the actual layout of this area though feels 100% familiar from the first game. Does it really matter that they're reusing level design? Maybe, maybe not. Like that's debatable. It kind of depends on how many more.
Here, but their loss is our gain. Quick, pick up that spellstone.
Well, you want to put more than the 5 necessary.
Back to the Netherworld.
We'll send it back. Odd that there's a loading section in the middle of that, but okay. Like, you can definitely tell this is not a modern game. Gnomes are new.
He says that spellstone we stole belongs to the gnomes. Now, he's either declaring war or he wants to marry you to his pet dormouse. That's clearly an act of aggression, sire. It cannot be tolerated. Exterminate those squeakers.
Kill 1,000 gnomes. Alright. Oh jeez. There were sheep in the first game that were mostly focused around getting life force. But if I really am going to kill 1,000 gnomes, then I'll have 1,000 of these guys to start with. But that's gonna be slow. Real slow. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Get that spellstone back to the Netherworld, Dark One.
So we're just gonna walk this way, and I assume more gnomes are gonna attack, and they're just gonna follow in the Pikmin style.
Nearly 13 winters have passed since you were last there, sire. Soon you will return, once more on the feasting of Midwinter's Eve, to finish what you started. Revenge is a dish best served cold and screaming.
So if it's been 13 winters, and let's say you were 5 when this started, when they tried to throw you to the Empire, that would put you at 18. Which is probably what the age you'd want to be at. They'd want to have you at is at least 18 minimum, because we will want to have a romantic option to stay in line with the previous games. Alright, so if they're going that way, then this way seems like it's a side option. Oh no, it seems like these guys just follow me wherever I go, so we're gonna have to figure out which way is the right way to go.
Get that spellstone back to the Netherworld, Dark One.
This is a health upgrade for minions. Let's destroy everything else while we're here. And I guess these are little gnome houses that gnomes will come out of. We're in a little bit of a problem position now because we have literally like 5 people following me, and let's see, we've got I can get 6 people, and then 4 holding the Hellstones.
Back to the Netherworld, Dark One.
And again, the game is showing a prudence. That's the wrong word. I'm not sure that was a word.
And Governor Boreas said he wanted stuff with widgeon at the midwinter's feast. I said to the wife, what the hell's a widgeon?
Oh, that's posh stuff. I think it's maybe some kind of small bear.
Do you think
Where are
if we
these
put
people?
a wolf skin on a pig, Boreas...
Aha! Grubby has managed to bring you a Netherworld gate master. This will allow your minions to transport the spellstone straight to the Netherworld.
Nice. I don't know where those guys were though.
Look at all that evil energy surging into you, Lord. I don't quite know what spell it's unlocked within you, sire. If you run into some townsfolk, do feel free to use them as test subjects.
I would imagine it's like a fireball.
Ah, sound the alarm! Run for the gates!
Seems the locals are just lining up to try out your evil presence spell, sire.
Did I, before we go anywhere else, did I turn in the other stone? Here we have 104 of those minions.
Bring yourself, master. The peons have set fires outside Nordberg to ward off their midwinter's demon. We'll need to find our red minions before we can enter. We'll really give them something to fear.
It says hold down to kill villagers or release in time to subdue them. So this might be the first of our moral choices. I imagine we'll be able to change our spells on a whim eventually. And I think I left so much time here that they escaped. Hold down to kill villagers or release it in time to subdue them. There's something over here. This is the direction. So they're subdued. That one's subdued.
Groveling. Clearly the stone has unlocked the evil presence spell. Now bound to your evil will. But if you held the spell for longer, you'd have killed them outright. Enslavement or death. Domination or destruction. These are the great overlording choices, sire.
So let's make some subjects. There we go. We've subdued 3 things. To kill a villager as you spell hold the X until they die. Do we have another one to kill?
You can use these humans to your advantage, Lord. Release your evil presence spell earlier, and they'll become your slaves instead of piles of dust.
Let's see. Target the villagers and send minions to pin them down and stop them from running away. Interesting. There's some... So apparently when you stand over here, it refills all your stuff too. Interesting. So... we can't get to that item. Yet. And maybe we can break this. So that we can have... Take that. Target of minion is running away the same as throwing these fire things. Let's see.
You've got a health upgrade, sire. You need a lot less messy deaths.
Alright. So so I can't get close enough to those guys. And I subjugated these 3. And it wants me to kill 3 more. And I'm not sure. There's one.
You need to swell your ranks, your evil presence spell earlier and subdue these peons instead.
But subduing the humans seems not to be something that would be a permanent solution.
Create your own human field master. You can subdue the peasants rather than killing them. Just don't channel your evil presence spell for so long.
Okay. So what's our next goal? Because with the D-pad, that would be what you would use to select things. It's not... Alright, it's not anything like that.
Anyone can swing a weapon, sire, with the exception of the armless clicker tribe of the Southern Islands. But you can cast spells, too.
So I killed one of my subdued people. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing right now. Let's hit the pause button for a second. Not the pause button, but the back button. And we need to look. Let's see. Treasury is growing quite nicely. We have 668 gold. Our horde power is at 186. Our max horde size is 20, so we could have more minions now. We must have upgraded that at some point. We have 106 browns ready. Let's see. Travel back to the Netherworld or kill 1,000 gnomes. Let's see. We've only killed 43, so that's going to be something that we have we've done enough of. So my only real thought is we'll just look around here and see if maybe I could subdue one more random human that might show up, because they did seem like they were kind of randomly spawning over here, and then go back to the Netherworld. Nah, it's not worth it. Let's just go back to the Netherworld. I didn't get a line of conversation there that said to do that, though. So even though that probably is going to be the end of the tutorial, the secondary tutorial, although we'll get little bits of tutorializing other things throughout the entire game, which is normal for video games.
Netherworld has accepted you as its master. I knew it! I knew it!
These two characters coming back from the previous game.
We don't want another accident. You are indeed our true overlord. It's somewhat of a relief, sire. We didn't want to have to bury another candidate. Master!
Why is that one guy in a
Your new seat of power, Lord.
sailor
It's
outfit?
a little on the cavernous side at the moment, but now you're properly here, we can start to refurbish and expand the tunnel system. This will allow us access to other areas of the world where you can establish your new dark domain.
I feel a small poem is called for to commemorate the event.
Oh dear, he's off again.
There was a boy from the
That's some
Northwest
janky
town
animation.
who sent the locals screaming. But now the boy's become a man. He'll start his evil scheming.
Sorry about that, sire. Sometimes there's no stopping him. Believe me, I've tried. This is your throne, sire. And it's not just a place to rest your evil posterior. You can teleport around your domain from here, and it will also alert you about recent events and quests. Why don't you try it out, and then let me know if you'd like to take the tour?
So feels like the game would be really open world with that. So
I'm sure your deeds will provide great material for my epic poems, Master.
yep, everything you do will lead to a conversation, a poem.
The natural laws are a little bit flexible here in the Netherworld.
So we're in the Netherworld, whereas in the first game we were in a tower, and it looked like it was just kind of a tower. So, and it looks like we may not have as much loading and transitioning in this one. In the previous game, in the first game.
Your private quarters, Master. It is traditional in overlording circles to find oneself a mistress or several. Keep an eye out for a suitable candidate. You know, something to make the room look pretty and to waft about the place. I'm quite partial to a bit of wafting.
So we'll have a quarters and a mistress.
This is your magic room, sire. By collecting spellstones and catalysts, you can expand your magical powers. Magic is clean carnage, sire. No wear and tear on your weapons. Not so many entrails lodged in your armor.
So this opens a magical interface. So we're level 1 alignment, alignment neutral. Upgrade would cost
Make
1
sure
catalyst.
You keep an eye out for catalysts, sire. For such large artifacts, they're always getting themselves lost.
Let's see, we could also
See how
upgrade
strong your
minions.
spells are and what you need to upgrade them.
The smell must be found before you can upgrade it. Halo. So target is all we have right now. So the 3 spells will be target, minion, halo.
Come back soon, Master.
See, and I hope I'm taking the tour right now and not having the game make me take the tour a second time, because that would be annoying.
Got to keep tabs on the old magic, sire.
What is this?
These are dark crystals. Pure evil energy that's become crystallized. Very powerful and very rare, sire. You may find them useful.
So what currency was that we just collected? That's a dark crystal. So we found red crystals, we found dark crystals. That's nothing. This might be the forge. Or maybe nothing right now. Looking at the map of this world, it's quite a lot. Let's see. So we came from that direction. So let's see what's down this direction. Nothing. There's no way to really look up to see if there's... So that might be like a dragon tower or anything. Could frankly be anything. I guess what you would want to do is, since they introduced the idea of a kid at the beginning of this game, somewhere in the late half of gameplay, I wouldn't be surprised if they introduced the concept of you having an heir, which wouldn't be a terrible thought. The question is, do you really trust the minions after the first game to be actually willing to actually keep you as their overlord, or are they just using you in some scheme like in the first game. Spoiler for the first game. Would you trust evil minions anyways? Should you trust evil minions anyways? I can just walk through that lava and that fire like it's nothing.
Step onto the rock, sire. It's probably safe. I mean, perfectly safe. From here, you can travel to the other areas of the Netherworld. This is Construction Minion Giblet, sire. He's overseeing the construction of a new dark tower. This is Minion Mortis. He oversees the life and death of the minions in the spawning pit. Step onto the floating rock, sire.
Interesting. So interesting. This will just teleport you somewhere? Yeah. It's a shame this still has loads, even on an SSD hard drive.
Giblet is a particularly robust minion, sire. Been around almost as long as I have. He's forged. Build weapons and armor here, but need reds to power it. Minion Giblet ready to receive orders.
So we can put reds in here to power the forge, but we can't do anything until we're at that point.
You wish check your armory, master?
And this, I think, is probably on equipment to view our armor and weapon. We just have the Overlord Classic, which never goes out of style. So we just have
Change your armor, sire?
standard minion everything right now. Or we can upgrade our tower. See, if we had 1,000 gold, we could upgrade Browns to level 1, which might not be a bad idea. Although it might be easier in the long run to say upgrade reds and not upgrade browns at all. It depends on how much money and how long it takes me to unlock the reds.
Then select to tell Giblet what you wish to build.
There's a long list of games that would be improved quite a bit if somebody cared enough to remove just the loading sections and program in preloading and caching of level data, and just tell it that, oh, you can use more RAM than would have been available in the old days. But that's work a lot of people aren't willing to do for old games, certainly, and it really wouldn't sell the old games. And if you're going to spend that effort, you might as well go and do a full remaster and re-release. This is a game that both Overlord 1 and 2.
Of the first Minion, he who dug his way to the surface to serve the very first Overlord. After we lost our last master, and before the great cataclysm decimated the old lands, we retreated here in the Exodus. Here we've remained, searching for our next bastion of evil. Minion Mortis is in charge. That is to say, he facilitates your decisions, sire. Spawns new minions, tends the souls of the dead, makes sure they don't come back with the wrong head, that sort of thing.
Minions, we live, we serve, we die. It is what we are, and what we will always be.
Minion Mortis is new.
The spawning place. You bring me life force, I bring you.
This guy's chasing a
Barracks
rat.
are where minions live when they're not out causing chaos with you, sire. It's also where we keep the hives, which allow minion summoning. Unfortunately, during the Exodus, several minion hives were lost. We only managed to retain the Browns. I'm sure they'd love a visit.
So
Overlord!
this is the brown hive interface. Looks like the hives are bigger than what they were in the first game. Yeah, you could totally have this game, Overlord 1, 2, and Raising Hell, re-released as a complete collection trilogy and put it out on Switch. That would be super easy and make a lot of sense. Re-release it as a remaster.
For the blues. Their magical inclination meant they felt most lost without an overlord to guide them. They retreated to the nearest watery area. Strange fellows. We have no idea what's happened to them.
Let's see. So there's a good reason to re-release it instead of doing what they did do, which was opening the using the Overlord series to make a completely different game. So we've lost no minions. This will probably be the last time that this is here. And each one of them seems to have a name, which seems like that's not possible. When we get to like 1,000, this really is just going to be a redundant number of names. Dave the Newborn. So, like, wow, each character seems to actually have a name. Interesting. I have 121 differently named minions that I could look at. I don't particularly know why I'd want to look at it though. There should be a red section and a green section, and then we're going to call it a day.
Dead minion, sire.
This is the graveyard. You can view your recently deceased minions in the temple and resurrect your favorites.
Interesting.
Is your friend.
So that puts some more importance on the minions than in the previous games, which again I think more importance on the main character. You can see my arms are bluish now. Apparently I'm wearing a different kind of armor now than what I was wearing before. But that is kind of appreciated. Making the characters mean more, it means that the series could go on, assuming everybody doesn't end up dead. It's kind of a big area too, with little things to find. So yeah, they're definitely rewarding you. I guess maybe that section goes off into another area at some point when we repair the castle. I'm cool with them not really showing me all the places where the hives go right now, but boy are these linear pathways.
No red minion.
These will be the red ones.
He used to let them roast rats on his side. They were lured away by wisps, dark creatures. We believe they're living in a volcanic area nearby.
These
The Greens left during the Exodus. They said they smelled something reeking and split from the main group. They're such stealthy types. We blinked and they were gone. Talk in the spawning pit says they've made their home on a jungle island.
So greens can go invisible. Can we look at the map here? Yes. So Netherworld tour is what we've probably missed out on doing, and so we may end up having to run through all of this stuff again. That'll suck. So we went a little long this recording. They want you to really get to know your castle, but right now your castle is kind of nothing. So there's not a lot to see. So let's see. See. I guess maybe we need to use our spell to upgrade our spell, so we need to use the target spell a lot. That's gonna be slightly difficult. It would be nice if they had introduced a 5th color, or you know what, even 8 colors, mixing the two together, to get like red and brown gets orange, and red and green gets I don't know, purple. Red and blue would be purple. So maybe you couldn't make full mergers there, or if maybe you have to take all 4 of the characters to make a black minion, that would be a cool idea too. Something slightly different in the minion mechanic for the second game would be appreciated. Maybe we'll run into that later. Right now our horde power is at 0 because we don't have any horde. But yeah, kind of slow. Still a lot of slow going in the introductory section here, but we're getting to know the game, and this probably was helpful because I bet there were a couple years between Overlord Raising Hell and Overlord 1. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people skipped the Raising Hell DLC and just played Overlord 1. Nowadays, a full-on reboot, or perhaps even merger of all 3 games into one bigger package would be good. But the level design is feeling pretty problematic, with a lot of narrow hallway paths instead of just an open world where the ground is smooth and flat and you can run wherever you want to go. That would be a lot more appreciated. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. And if you want to support me further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game on off my wish list. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.